If you were live on television and a crowd of police officers started to push and shove and harass you, how would you handle it? What would you do? Watch Ivan Watson here in Istanbul last weekend. He calmly narrated while Turkish authorities interrupted his live shot on CNN International.
Often you get clashes erupting, demonstrators throwing rocks, bottles, and police cracking down with their use of force as well.
Are you journalists?
So, excuse me.
Come here. Are you journalists?
We're, I think I'm
please.
getting,
Passport, please. Just a minute.
I think we're, I'm being,
Just a minute. Just a minute.
okay.
May I see your passport,
So,
please?
Errol.
Which canal? Which canal? Which canal?
CNN.
Can I see your passport? Okay, can I see your passport?
Yeah.
And
So, Errol, we're
journalist
now
card.
being
and
checked.
journalist card. Please,
Okay, I have
journalist card. Can I
Journalist
see your
card right here.
journalist card? Just
Anyway,
a
this
minute.
is my press card. It allows
Okay.
me
Where is your
to,
passport?
it allows
Where
me
is
to
your
work in
passport? Where
Turkey.
is your passport? Go with me. Where is your
okay.
passport? Okay, come with us. Şöyle gel.
Technically, Watson wasn't detained, but he was held by the police for about half an hour. A few days later, the Prime Minister of Turkey disparaged him as a flunky and as an agent of the West. The Committee to Protect Journalists says these comments are irresponsible and they have a, quote, chilling effect on the press. Harassing and kicking a reporter on live TV also has a chilling effect. So what were they thinking and what was he thinking? Let's ask Ivan Watson, senior international correspondent, joins me now. Thanks for joining me.
No problem, Brian.
What was it like in that moment? How did you stay so calm?
I've said this before, that as the police were coming around me, you know, I'm accustomed to having security forces in many of the countries that I've worked with in hassling me. So the treatment really wasn't that rough. I was kneed in the posterior. The difference is that it happened on live television, and so that, of course, created a media ripple, not only in the media, but online as well. It made front-page news here in Turkey, and it was picked up around the world. And perhaps that's why the Turkish Prime Minister felt he had to address this, speaking on national television in the Turkish parliament in front of a cheering crowd of parliament members from his parliament. And that's where this went from being an isolated, perhaps, incident, as some of the Prime Minister's aides had assured me in private, to being a much bigger issue, because Prime Minister Erdogan took this one step further. He didn't just insult me, calling me a CNN bootlicker or idiot. He went further and said that I was caught red-handed and that I was basically acting like a spy. And that is a very serious accusation that has some very dangerous implications and potential consequences here in Turkey, Brian.
It also seems like a page from an old playbook, which is to blame the press for your own internal political issues. Am I right about that?
Yes, and we've seen this in many countries around the world. It happens in the U.S. sometimes, where the press is blamed for the message. The difference here is these allegations were patently absurd, almost laughable, except that they were being made by the most powerful man in the country. And against a journalist, I've been accredited with a yellow press badge from the Prime Minister's office for 12 years in Turkey. First as a journalist for National Public Radio, then as a correspondent for the last 5 years for CNN. The Prime Minister and his entourage know me personally. I interviewed him. I was invited with a television crew on his private jet in 2009 to accompany him on a campaign tour, one-on-one interviews on his campaign bus. The same going in 2010, again invited on his campaign bus for exclusive one-on-one interviews. So if I am in fact a spy, as the Prime Minister alleged falsely in the Turkish parliament, then that would suggest a major security breach by the Turkish security forces, since I've also been in one-on-one interviews on camera with the President of Turkey, as well as the Foreign Ministry of Turkey, during my 5 years as a resident correspondent for CNN here in Turkey.
So after years of covering Turkey, you're moving on to Hong Kong, right? What are your reflections on covering Turkey?
I have been deeply in love, particularly with this city, Istanbul, for more than a decade here. I fell in love with this city, Brian, on my first ride from the airport to the center of the city. And it's really an incredible, historic, rich, cultural place. It has been very sad to see the neighborhoods that I love behind me, the streets behind me, turned into an urban battleground again and again over the course of the last year. To see civilian bystanders who are not part of the political clashes, simply living in these neighborhoods, suffering the effects of tear gas that waft through their windows, being frightened by riot police storming through their streets, by demonstrators hurling rocks and Molotov cocktails in the streets. It's been a very sad thing to see, and it's also sad to be just a couple weeks away from moving to the next chapter in my career in Hong Kong with such a very bitter and unfortunate taste in my mouth.
Ivan Watson, thanks for joining me on this.
Thank you, Brian.
I want to end this segment with a statement from top executives at CNN. Here's what they say. We have said repeatedly that we stand unequivocally by our reporting from Turkey and by our reporter Ivan Watson, a journalist of the highest integrity. We find his recent work in Turkey to be brave and commendable.